Hi, welcome to Vectera. In this video, we will give a complete overview on how to use Vectera for better client meetings. For detailed tutorials on the scheduling feature or white labeling options, follow our blog or check out our YouTube channel. When you are logged in to your Vectera account, you arrive on the dashboard. Here, you can create a new meeting room or see all the meeting rooms that are already created in your account. On the left side, you see the menu. Edit your profile settings here. Renew your subscription, manage your team members, and change your team name or configure your custom domain. Connect your calendar and allow clients to book a meeting with you. Integrate Vectera into your workflow. The help section consists of multiple help articles which give you the information you need on a specific feature or when you run into an issue. If you need help, you can always reach out to us through our live chat. To test your camera and microphone, you can go into Test Audio Video, and in What's New, you can catch up with the latest updates. Below What's New, you can find the storage shared with your team members. This details how much storage space all the documents and recordings in the meeting rooms of your team take up. Every team member has 2 GB storage by default. Now let's return to the dashboard. There are 2 ways to create a new meeting room. First of all, you can add the last part of the link to create a new meeting room. For example, vectera.com/meet/your-company/meeting room, and then click on Create. By default, all the meeting rooms are locked, so guests will have to knock and you will have to let them in before they can enter the meeting room. If you unlock the meeting room, anyone with the link can join the meeting room. In the meeting room, you can also invite people to have permanent access to a locked meeting room. But I'll explain this later in the video. A second way to create a meeting room is when a client books a meeting in your booking page. It will auto-generate a meeting room which will have the first and last name of the client. Once you've created the meeting room, it will appear in the list of My Meeting Rooms. If someone invites you to have unlimited access to their meeting room, it will appear in Shared with Me. Click on the name of the meeting room or on Start to open the meeting room. Click on Share to share the link of the meeting room. This button will also open the meeting room where you can copy the meeting room's URL. If you want to delete the meeting room, click on Trash. By clicking on Reset, you will delete all the whiteboards, recordings, and chat history of that specific room. Click on Trash to find all trashed meeting rooms. In Trash, you can permanently delete the meeting room or restore it to your active meeting rooms. On the right side of the page, you can also filter by name to easily find the meeting room that you shared with your client. Click on the name of the meeting room or click on Start in the card to open the meeting room. The greet screen of the meeting room will show. It's possible to white label this page with your own logo and greet image. The greet image is the background image which you will see on the greet screen. You can choose to start a meeting with audio and video or audio only. Or you can join without audio or video. In the first 2 options, you will be able to test your camera, microphone, and speaker. If everything works fine, click on Join Conversation. Now you've entered the meeting room. If you created the meeting room, you are the owner of the meeting room. On the lower left-hand corner, you will find the chat box. Click on it to open the chat box. Here, you can chat with other participants in the meeting room. Text will remain here until you reset the meeting room. Next to the chat box, you will see several meeting room options. You can activate and deactivate your camera and microphone, and if you click Leave, you will leave the meeting room. On the right of the Leave button, you can find the meeting room settings. If you want to change your camera, microphone, or speaker, you can do it here. To change the quality of your video and screen share, you can move the dot to the left or to the right. If all meeting participants have a strong internet connection, you can change it to high or HD. If you have a bad connection, we recommend to pick normal or audio only. All the meeting room info is on the right side. You can see the storage that the meeting room uses. This includes the documents and recordings in your meeting room. You can activate or deactivate presenter mode. If you activate presenter mode, the guests will not be able to edit, upload, or download any whiteboards or documents, nor will they be able to share a screen or to activate cobrowse. They will only see what you are showing, and they will only be able to activate their camera and microphone. If private notes are activated, you'll be able to access them next to the chat bubble. You can take notes that are not visible for the guests. When you click on Reset the Meeting Room, all documents, recordings, chat messages, and participants in the meeting room will be deleted. Click on Share to share the meeting room. There are several options. You can copy the link of the meeting room and send it to anyone through email, social media, text messages, or other. Then you have the option to close or open the meeting room for everyone. It's the same option as when you created the meeting room in your dashboard. All meeting rooms are closed by default, so guests should not enter the meeting room. If you have a meeting room that can be visited at all times by anyone, you can change the status to anyone with a link can join. In that case, nobody has to knock anymore, and you don't need to be in the meeting room for other people to join. To give clients permanent access to a meeting room, you can invite them below. It doesn't matter if the status is guests should knock if they're invited. The client can join with a unique link through email at any time. Click on Invite Someone and type the email address. Once you've clicked on the name, you will be able to send the invite to that person. Okay, now let's have a look at all the options to share content. To create a new and empty whiteboard, click on Whiteboard. In both existing or new whiteboards, you will be able to cooperate with other participants in the meeting room. Everything you do will be visible to all participants in real time. If a guest edits or uploads a whiteboard, you will also see it in real time. You can upload an existing file from your computer or Google Drive or Dropbox. If you want to upload a file from your Google Drive or Dropbox account, you will need to log in, then select the correct file and open it. Uploaded files are opened in a new whiteboard. At the top of the whiteboard, you will see several options. From left to right, you will see the menu, 3 dots, a page indicator, the title of the whiteboard, zoom in or out function. You can add as many pages in the whiteboard as you want by clicking on the arrow next to the page indicator. The menu shows several options to, for example, show the tutorial or delete the whiteboard. Below the menu, you will find several features to use in the whiteboard. The 5 tools below the eraser can be used to add or edit objects in the whiteboard. Double-click on any tool to change the color, size, or type. To add text into the whiteboard, you can click on the T. Then click anywhere in the whiteboard where you want to add the text and start typing. Next to video chatting and cooperating on whiteboards and documents, there's also the possibility to share your screen and to use cobrowse. Share screen can be used to show something on your own computer to other participants in the meeting room. The other guests will be able to follow everything you do on the shared screen. Guests can also share their screen if presenter mode is deactivated. Screen sharing is supported by the majority of popular browsers. In Google Chrome, for example, screen will pop up where you can choose to share your full screen, a specific application window, or a browser tab. Full screen is perfect if you want to show things on different applications. Application window is great if you want to show multiple things in one application. Sharing a browser tab is useful when you will only share one browser tab. If you share the Vectera meeting room, an infinity mirror effect will appear. This is because you are sharing the meeting room itself. Navigate to another tab or application and your participants will see the same tab or application you're looking at. Take a screenshot of the shared screen in the left top corner of the shared screen. If you want to cooperate on a shared screen, you can choose for co-browsing instead. To use co-browsing, you will need Google Chrome and you'll have to install the Vectera helper extension in Chrome. Co-browse can be used to work together on a browser tab. Once the Vectera helper is installed, just click on co-browse, then click on the tab and click on Share. Now you and the guests will be able to perform actions in the co-browse screen. For example, type text or click on a link. Click on the red cross in the top right corner to stop sharing your screen. Video chatting is awesome to connect with clients, colleagues, or friends, but sometimes it's easy to forget what was discussed. Fortunately, Vectera makes it simple to record meetings so you can re-watch them after the meeting. To use recordings in Vectera, it's important to use Google Chrome and install the Vectera helper extension. To start a recording, click on the Vectera extension, which will show in between the URL and the browser settings. You can pause or stop the recording by clicking on the Vectera extension or by clicking on Recordings on the bottom of Vectera Meeting Room in between the meeting room settings and the Share button. Once you've stopped the recording, It will download automatically on your local hard drive, and you can upload it in your meeting room using the Vectera cloud. If you have uploaded it in the cloud, the other guests will be able to download or preview the recording. You can also watch the recording in a preview or choose to delete it from the meeting room. The connection indicator shows how good the internet connection of all participants is. So if you have a meeting with a client and it shows a red bar, it means that one or both of the participants have a bad internet connection. If you notice a good connection, you can even improve the camera and screen share quality in settings. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you now understand how the dashboard and meeting rooms work. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can visit our help section, help.vectera.com, or you can contact us through our live chat or email at team@vectera.com. Happy meetings!